Hello to all my stitching friends here in Floss Tube. I am Dr. Janelle Meredith, and this is my Floss Tube channel, Vintage Threads and Samplers, where I share about my love of cross stitch. Thank you for joining me today. Today is Sunday, September 22nd, and I'm wearing my Caitlin 22 t-shirt today. Start the WNBA playoffs. Very, very excited for Caitlin. We started watching her a couple years ago in college and then followed her now into the WNBA. So, very excited. First of all, I want to say thank you to my subscribers. I think I have some new ones. I didn't look today to see the number. It's just too busy. I don't know. I'll look later. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for coming back, and I hope you enjoy the content that I bring to this Floss Tube community. I'm having a lot of fun doing designing. I wanted to do this short video today just to showcase my latest design that I've finished and talk a little bit about that and then my plans to continue with my stitching my other designs. So I've shared before about honoring my family, and I've done several, and in my last video I highlighted all of the ones I've done in the last year and a half. So this is, I think, number 5 in the Me Familia series. So I'm going to hold it up here. There we go. I love it. Love it, love it. I'm calling this the Hispanic Heritage Sampler, honoring, again, my family on my mother's side. Now, I had a lot of fun with this design. I kept doing it over and over. Let me just tell you. I'm going to put it down. I started out wanting to do this design, and really it evolved as I stitched it. I would be like, this is it, and then I'd go, no, I need to get back on the drawing board and fix it. So I'm going to hold up 2 versions of what I've done with this sampler. So I started here, and actually I don't have the first, I mean, this is like draft number, I don't know, I'm embarrassed, 20 or something. First I had the alphabets in the center and then just borders, and that's how I started. And it was red. I wanted to just do red borders and the alphabet and go from there. Then I thought, no, I need to do a little more, and I found this beautiful border in my Brenda Keyes book. And then I thought, oh, I should do some color blocks. And I love all this, and I'll probably use it in another sampler. And then finally, this is where it ended up and what I just showcased to you. So I took inspiration from, I shared before about all the stories that my aunt documented about our family growing up in a small town in Kansas, Garden City, Kansas, the women, the men, the hard work, doing 2 jobs, raising families, very involved in the community. And a lot of my aunts and uncles went back to college later in life, just as I did later. After I had children, I went back to school. So education played a big theme in our lives, a big influence for all of us. And then in these documents that my aunt wrote, documented, sharing all those stories, I also found these 2 documents about our family. Let me just hold up one at a time. Mendoza. This document has a full summary of the name, the royalty, where the descendants, just so much information, and what all the colors mean in the coat of arms. And so I took that and I thought, well, how can I incorporate that into this sampler? I've named it several things, Mendoza samplers, how I did it, and now I've changed it. You'll see it in my Etsy shop as Hispanic Heritage Sampler is finally what I decided on. I had a lot of names going because I just kept thinking, what am I trying to communicate and what is this about? Now, while it has an M here for Mendoza, and that is the coat of arms of our family, I feel like if you went online, you could see so many coats of arms. And if you wanted to, you could change the colors, or you could use this. I think it's very pretty. I think it turned out very nice. I put some Mill Hill beads here. And then I have this, I don't know why I have it or where I got it. It's called Japanese silk. And I have it put away in the cabinet there. But I used that to do this highlighting here on that shield. And so again, I love the way it turned out. It was really fun to be creative and think about what I wanted this final sampler to look like. It is stitched on Weeks Dye Works Cocoa. And then I'm just going to hold up a few of the colors. I ran out of, you can even see here on Caterpillar, I barely got a strand there. So many of the colors that I used, I was on the very last strand. I was like, I got to get this done. I started with Mulberry, which is a purple. I really didn't like the way it worked with the rest of the colors. So that is a DMC 3371. Heirloom Gold, Cranberry. I ran out of Cranberry, which is here. Anyway, lots of fun doing this design, stitching this model. And we're going to take a picture today for the cover, and then it'll be in my Etsy shop, Meredith Samplers. So lots of fun. I've got lined up here on the floor all the rest of the samplers that I've designed. I think I told you before I have 3 scripture samplers and then one that's kind of a motto sampler. And then my grandparents' sampler is huge. It's like 500 by 400, I think. And I'm waiting for Kitten Stitcher to reopen her shop so I can get the piece of linen that I want to do that on. I'm going to do the next sampler in the Familia series with my silk 103s. Really excited to use those. I was listening to Brenda and Laura this weekend, and Laura talked about the difference in using that silk thread. So I'm kind of excited. My hands are pretty dry, and so I'm going to have to really get the lotion on them so I don't snag the thread. That's always a big concern of mine because I have such dry hands. It's so dry here in Colorado. And then my grandparents' sampler, I have a whole bunch. I mean, seriously, I'll put it all on Instagram. All this silk thread I bought years ago, and I just carry it all the time. I don't even know. It got separated from the pattern I was going to stitch it for. So I'm sure I went in there. Oh, I want that. I want the linen. I want all that silk thread in the pattern, and walked out of there thinking I was going to go home and stitch it that night. Not. But they're very, very pretty silks, so I can't wait to do those. And then a couple of the other designs I'm going to use, Leo and Roxy, and probably Gentle Art threads, and, Weeks Dye Works, throw in some different threads. So lots of fun doing this. I was really excited. And the reason I want to call it the Hispanic Heritage Sampler is just to honor my family, our background, and who we are. And this month is National Hispanic History Month, with it starting on September 15th. It goes to October 15th. And it's really about celebrating the history and cultures of people that here in the States that came from Spain, Mexico, Central and South America, and the Caribbean. And so I just think that's a great privilege and honor to be able to do this sampler, name it that, and just go forward. I love it. I love it. I hope that you all find something that you love about it, want to stitch it, maybe change this, or not. Like I said, it's up to you. And I know online you can find all kinds of family crests that you could use for colors of your nationality. And then the last thing I want to share is a couple of Sundays ago when I was going crazy doing this design and needing to take a break, I thought, okay, I need to dig into all these samplers I keep buying. And with Spring Market, I had bought a bunch of fun stuff from Kitten Stitcher before she had gone on break. And one of them that I missed, that she didn't have in her newsletter, but was in the Country Sampler newsletter, was this one. It's called Strength and Dignity by the Proper Stitcher. And I just love this little sampler. So I found her she has an Etsy shop, and I found it. And I went and ordered this from her as a PDF download. And so I started this a couple of Sundays ago. Last Sunday I didn't stitch on it. So this is where I'm at. I love this. It's just precious. I'm doing this on a 40 count linen that I coffee stained. And I love this coloring on this 40 count linen with that coffee staining. And then I'm using these colors here are what she has in her design. I mean, the colors that she chose. But I am probably going to change the color of the house. I might do that in blue or green. I haven't decided. I just kind of want to change it a little. And then I decided, of course, because I have all these Mill Hill beads, to add these little beads. So very precious. Very excited about this. Thank you. What is this designer's name? Is Annie Turner, the proper stitcher. Anyway, I saw this in Country Sampler. I really didn't need to order a whole bunch of stuff, and if I'm going to order and from any of those online cross stitch stores, I like to make it a big order. So like with Kitten Stitcher, I had quite a few things that I ordered, and they're in a box sitting over there. Those boxes have Kitten Stitcher's market stuff I bought. I mean, it's not all her stuff, but it's various people. It's Brenda Gervais. It's Stacy Nash. Lots of stuff. But I also have a box that's got Modern Folk Embroidery, Christmas. I don't know. All those boxes and even those drawers are full. So Kevin did get my office painted. I moved. Move over here. All the sewing machines to these two bottom shelves. And then the bookcase is still here, but I have reorganized it all. I'll put some pictures on my Instagram. I have all my quilts that I love that I bought from the quilt shop up in Golden, Colorado on the bottom shelf. And then I have a stack of all my linen, my collection, I don't know, that I have right here in a basket. And then I found these really fun trays at Target to divide up all my floss. And so, again, I'll put that on Instagram. And in the top shelf, I have a tray with all my beads. So it's kind of fun to just be sitting here doing my design and thinking about colors, grab a tray and say, which colors do I want to use? And it's been fun. It's a lot of fun designing. It's a lot of fun seeing something. Like for me, this started 2 years ago. This sampler honoring the Mendoza family. And it's going to be a red sampler, like I said. And then I went through all these different ways and ideas, different borders, different sayings. I mean, I was like all over the board. So, and I think that's just going to be my process because I'm new to this and I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know what I wanted, right? I was like, do I want this on here? Do I want these colors? And what's it going to look like? So again, very, very happy with how it turned out. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So get it on the wall over here on my sampler wall. It's growing, and I'll keep working on my other designs. So happy Sunday, happy stitching. We're going to go watch Caitlin. We've recorded the Broncos game, so we'll watch it after. And then we were up late last night watching the CU game. Went on forever, and then when it ended, we're all hyped up and can't go to bed, and so we're waiting to watch the sports news and Coach Sanders' press conference. And I mean, we just got so excited for the team and what they're doing too. So lots of good stuff. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.